Hi, I'm Paris, and a few months ago I did a review of the Wonder Wallet, an as seen on TV product that I'm still using mostly because I was too lazy to put all the stuff back in my original wallet. But today I'm moving on to a new as seen on TV wallet. It is the Lock Wallet, supposed to keep everything you can fit in it safe.
Epic review, guys.
The Lock Wallet is a little bit more traditional format than the Wonder Wallet, which as you can see is pretty huge and it takes up all the space in your pocket. The Lock Wallet not only has the RFID protection on both sides to keep your credit cards from being scanned while they're in your wallet, it also has a zipper all the way around the sides. And as you can see, there's a spot in the front, a clear plastic spot where you can put a driver's license or ID, so you don't even have to open your wallet up. The As Seen on TV Lock Wallet goes for about $10, and I'll put a link to it down below this video. Though the Wonder Wallet has been an okay wallet, two main issues I had with it. One is with all the pockets, the way this is set up, and sometimes you take it out of your pocket one way, sometimes the other. I still can't find my cards in it. It takes me time. If I go in somewhere, I have to prepare in advance to look through and find the credit card or the piece of ID that I need. That's a little bit of a pain. The other thing is, because it's so large, when I have it in my pocket, I usually keep my keys in that pocket as well, and they poke me. There isn't enough room for the keys and this wallet, though there always used to be. In the package, you get the Lock Wallet and a little instruction sheet that largely says, we're not responsible if your identity ends up getting stolen anyway, because there's no way to 100% prevent that from happening. This is very lightweight. It has kind of a leathery smell. There's a little bit of an issue on one side with the stitching, but the zipper is the thing that sort of has me concerned. It works fine and smoothly right now, but zippers have issues, and I can imagine it'd be pretty frustrating to have all your cards and money in here, and then the zipper gets stuck and you're not able to open it. The other cool thing is I got myself a California driver's license. That's right, I'm now John David of Sacramento. On days when I decide to be myself, I'll slide my driver's license in here. You can see there's an opening, which I wondered about at first, but then I realized when you need to take the license out to give to the officer who says, please take your license out of your wallet, it's easier if you can put your finger on the other side to pull it up and out of this spot, I think. Now again, this is how thick it is. I think there's supposed to be room for 36 cards. There's no flat place to put the money, which kind of bothers me. I don't like folding the money multiple times to get it to fit. I think it's intended to go into spots like this on both ends. But also, it would appear, since the RFID protection is built into this material, that whatever card you have out here in front won't have that RFID protection. And this clear pocket on the outside is handy for keeping an ID that you might need to flash to gain admittance somewhere, though it seems like these days everybody uses the lanyards and the big tags to swipe and to get into their business and so forth. I remember when I was a kid, my father would have his Navy ID in the outside pocket because he had to use that every time he went onto the base. And then I remember thinking it was a good idea because in the days when people would write checks to pay for things, they always wanted to see your ID if they didn't know you, and they would take your driver's license number and write it onto the check in case they had to come and find you. So it was easiest then, since you wrote checks everywhere, that you would have your driver's license here and you could just show it to the people so they could jot the numbers down and not have to fish it out of your wallet completely. To fit cash into the wallet, you have to fold it in half. I've got 6 ones here, and then slide it into the pocket like that, and it just fits inside of the zipper. Well, 15 minutes later, because that's about how long it took to take all of these cards, I must have had 24 or so cards here, and fit them into these plastic slots. So it's very thin material. So it's kind of like at the supermarket, the grocery bags that you put the produce in, and you can never get the thing to separate. So it was like that. Now that I have them in the slots, they're easy enough to take in and out though. So it's only an issue the first time. I've got my money in one side. I've got my miscellaneous stuff of some punch cards for places and some doctors for the kids cards and a picture of the kids wallet size to fit. Kinda. Let's see if I can zip this closed. Oh, and pet perks out here. No, there's no extra room, but it did close up with the zipper. One thing I worry about with zippered things, again, like with the suitcases, the way my wife packs them, is nope, we're only taking 2 suitcases no matter what. So you just stuff the stuff in there and then have somebody pretty much sitting on top of it to zip around. But you know that tension on the zipper can't be good long term. So I don't know if I care for the fact that this is so puffy in its natural state that it's going to be constantly pushing on the zipper all the way around. Maybe it's designed for that though. So the next test is to try it out in the pocket. Try out the wallet in my front pocket where I usually keep the wallet. Fits fine. Definitely comes out more this way. The other wallet, the Wonder Wallet, was just filled up the whole pocket top to bottom. Let me try this with the keys because that's what I'd like to find out if that's comfortable. Yeah, it's better. There's room for the keys down here, the wallet here, without the wallet almost falling out the pocket. Definitely fits better now. So the lock wallet worked pretty well. I'm going to give this a try for a while and give this giant wallet a rest right now. If, however, what you're looking for is just that RFID protection, and maybe you have an expensive wallet already that you don't want to give up, there is another solution for that. I found these. My father sent them to me. Obviously, I didn't use them. It's called the Scanner Guard card, and this card is made of a material that blocks the RFID signals from going through. So you get 2 of these cards in a set. You put one on top of the credit cards in your wallet and then another one at the bottom. So you have sort of a sandwich with this protection on the outside, and that should also keep your credit cards from being scanned if that's your main concern right now in looking at a wallet. Again, that's the Scanner Guard card. And this is the lock wallet as seen on TV. I'll put links to both of these down below this video. I'll be back next time with something new to review. I've got the Gotham Steel Pan and the Miracle Bamboo Pillow that I'll be reviewing probably next week. You can keep checking back for those videos, or you can click that subscribe button down below. You'll get notified when our videos go up. See you on the next review.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At Epic Review Guys, we gift of a try. What does the fox buy?